Welcome everyone to What's Happening in Crypto, exploring all of the latest from the crypto world and beyond. Can France become the blockchain nation? Well, French MPs have recently put out a proposal trying to make France become just that. Now, this is a raft of 20 different proposals, all aimed at trying to make France the #1 blockchain nation. Specifically citing that they do not want to miss the train on this like they did the internet. I think a lot of other countries are thinking that same thing right now. Now, they are proposing to have a 500 million euro investment fund in order to stimulate the blockchain industry in France. Well, that's certainly interesting. That's a lot of public money to be investing to try and stimulate these businesses. I think it's a serious step from the government if these proposals do pass. It would be nice to see businesses not needing to be propped up like that, but if there are great blockchain projects that do deserve a bit of public funding and can provide public goods, I think it's a good thing. Now, they're really focusing on trying to get actually public institutions to get into blockchain, so that's a whole different thing in terms of actually investing that public money to get, your local library or whatever it might be onto the blockchain, because that can actually lead to a lot of cost savings later on for the taxpayer. You look at public investment like in NASA, for example, and what was it, they got out $14 for every $1 they put in or something like that. You might have a similar situation here happening with blockchain technology and the investment in blockchain. We might see so many different savings happening as well as new businesses being created that it could be a real big boon to the French economy. Now, they are also proposing things in these proposals like having the central bank make their own cryptocurrency, the crypto franc, may it be. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of central banks, and I'm certainly not a fan of central banks issuing their own crypto assets. I think that recreates the problem that we're trying to solve with cryptocurrency. But this might happen, and I think it's going to start happening in quite a few different countries where we're going to have sovereign cryptocurrencies in countries, but I'm not a fan. Now, another thing that they are proposing are subsidies for cryptocurrency miners. I honestly don't think that cryptocurrency miners should get subsidies. They should remain competitive and be able to go wherever that power is cheapest. Remember, these are money printing machines. It's one thing to invest in blockchain startups that are trying to, create efficiencies for the supply chain or whatever they might be trying to do. But for the cryptocurrency miners, they need to sort themselves out. I don't think that the government should be giving them preferential energy rates, especially in France, where it is mostly a nuclear-powered nation. The miners can go elsewhere. Let them be competitive. Let them go to Sweden. Let them go to Georgia. Let them go to Armenia. They don't need the French government to hold their hands. Just my two satoshis on that, though. Now, this is just the most recent announcement from France in trying to make itself the most crypto-friendly country in the world. Recently, we did have legislation coming out of France that wants to make it much easier to have ICOs in France. They're aiming to attract teams from all over the world to come to France and have their ICOs. That's very, very forward-thinking. This setting up of a legal framework for ICOs, that is exactly what is needed in terms of regulation. This is regulators saying we want to open the doors and let business happen versus we're trying to crack down and, shut down all the business and make people be scared and run away from our country. That doesn't help an American SEC. Anyway, there's that, and there's also a formal taxation policy which has been set up in France. All of this coming together is super awesome. This is regulatory clarity. This is what a lot of companies and institutions are so desperately asking for. That's why companies are moving to Malta. That's why companies are moving to Japan, to Switzerland, because they have regulatory certainty. To see France, which is of course one of the world's biggest economies, hopping on board in such a serious way. The new proposals are very great. The recent announcements about ICOs and taxation that happened a couple months ago, also great. The tobacco shops will take that too. It's not really serious, but we'll take that too. And recently they've also set up something called the Mediterranean 7. This will be 7 countries led by France and Malta, but will also include Spain, Portugal, Cyprus, Italy, and Greece. The mission of the group over the coming months is to improve education and spur the usage of blockchain technology in places like healthcare, transport, land, and company registry, education, shipping, and much more. That's adoption. That's how it happens. Get all these countries pushing for those key areas of blockchain adoption. That is really awesome. Obviously, there's a lot of competition when it comes to, the most blockchain-friendly country. Malta has been working very hard on taking that crown, but also we have Japan and Australia and Switzerland and quite a few other countries that are really getting into crypto. To see France, though, bienvenue, France. Welcome to the party. Definitely a great thing. I would love to know your opinions. Do you think that these are all positives for France? Or do you think that there's some negatives here? I would love to know your thoughts about it down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. If you want to know when I put out a new video, hit the notification bell. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.